Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the newly announced Hot Toys 1/6 scale die-cast Iron Man. This is the classic Iron Man from the comics. They have done an Origins Iron Man and a War Machine and a Stealth Suit version, which I actually thought were pretty cool, but just unfortunately space and budget can't have everything. This one here is going to fall into that category as well. $330, that's the Hong Kong price from this particular image from Secret Base. Okay, so the price that you're going to pay if it's on Sideshow or a Hong Kong based reseller, or you know, in whatever country, is going to be more than that. You're going to have the inevitable 30% Sideshow markup, and then you're going to have whatever shipping costs and tax, sales tax, whatever, or customs if you're ordering from Ireland. $330 is the base price. It is die-cast. Let's just have a quick look at what it comes with. So if you're getting a special edition, the special edition bonus is Iron Man suitcase. Again, my collecting is rooted in my love of movies, film, TV shows. There's people out there and their collecting is rooted in their love of comics. This is more than likely for them. The way I operate is, if I really love a movie and a director has quoted a graphic novel or comic as an influence or direct influence, or graphic novels direct influence for whatever movie, if I really love a movie, I want to read that comic. I want to go back and read that story. I want to read that comic book line. I want to look at the animation, the drawing, the illustrations. I want to see where that iconic movie came from. Where's the director's inspiration? What bits that they took and what bits they left out. That's what I find really interesting. And I like to give it respect to. It's amazing the way that all of these things on our shelves now came from movies, and a lot of them came from movies, and a lot of them came from movies which wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for these comic books laying the foundation. So I have actually read some of the very, 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 very old, I think it dates back to the 50s or something like that, Iron Man, 60s possibly. Really, really old comic books where he just looked like a guy in a tin suit and he carried his suitcase, and that's where he had all his armor and he changed out. It was a bit ridiculous, but there's something really, really charming about it as well. So it looks exactly like the Iron Man from the comics, basically. It is die-cast. It's very, very simple looking, and that's going to be the appeal for a lot of these comic book collectors. So you have obviously the traditional kind of yellow or so gold and red. It does light up. You've got this kind of blue piece here as well. I wonder, is that underneath the chest plate? You've got the Tony Stark with that little pencil mustache. You've got some sort of a blast effect, and they're really simplified. You got these skates as well, which I haven't read that part of the comic, or that issue of the comic or that story, but they're there. Swap out hands, kind of like some sort of like it looks like a kind of half a gantry or something like that. I gotta say, just purely from a design point of view, as much as this is for comic book fans, it's kind of corny. It is kind of corny, and that's what's kind of cool about it as well. Like, if you've been reading these comic books for years, you're probably interested in this, but you can probably recognize that, the MCU suits, they're far more advanced and they're a lot sleeker and cooler looking. But again, maybe you're into this really, really kind of retro look, and that's cool too. It's not for me, because my collecting is rooted in my love of movies, and to be honest, I could probably name about 12 different Iron Mans that I'd rather have besides this one. But at the same time, I get that it's cool. I like that they included the suitcase. If I had to choose between this and the comic book Iron Man Origins one that they released, the one with the acrylic pieces that were, controversial, I'd probably still choose that one with the acrylic. I actually really like the slick design like that. I'd make my peace with the acrylic, but I've heard they can possibly yellow over time. But I really like the way they're there. I do think the one on the left looks cool. I think it's I thought it was a good compromise. It did look like the comics, but it had those acrylic parts over it. There was a bit of liberties been taken. I think it looks slicker, whereas the one on the right looks very, very much like a toy and not like a high-end collectible. So I would prefer the one on the left. Also, that one that came with the workbench that he has, and it came with the suitcase, swap up mask. I actually think that one's pretty damn cool. Who knows, maybe down the line I may get that. This does look like something you could get in Toys R Us. And again, no disrespect to anyone, I know that's how it's supposed to look, but definitely not for me. But there's going to be people over the moon for this. I believe this is limited as well, so and it's probably a smart move on their part, because not everyone's going to want this. But look, glad they did it. It's something new, it's something fresh, and it's something out there for collectors, especially comic book collectors who will be really happy with this. That's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking this up or not, or going to attempt to pick this up or not. It's probably going to be another rat race. You can also follow me on Instagram and on X. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.